This video series is all about lived experiences by local people for local people. Please be aware some of the topics talked about may trigger stress or anxiety. If you feel you need further help or support, please get in contact with us and we can point you in the right direction. Please, don't suffer in silence. My name's Karen, and my story is all about debt and the effects it can have on yourself and your family. So, a few years ago now, when I had younger children, credit was easy to come by, money was easy to come by. I had a good job, I was married, husband had a good job. You'd say money was in abundance. We bought, we went on holiday, we spent, we had the nice things in life. Interest rates started to climb slowly and then got bigger and bigger and bigger. But of course, wages didn't go up with the interest rates. So the odd payment got missed on a store card. The minimum payment went on the credit card. Maybe missed a payment on the mortgage, and thinking, it'll be all right, you can catch up next month. You know, we just won't pay that one next month and we'll pay something the month after. We've got the child benefit coming in. We could use that bit of money. Still didn't speak to anybody. This went on for months and months and months, thinking that it's going to get better. For some miraculous reason, there was a ton of money going to come my way and that was going to make everything all right. And the red letters started to come and demand letters started to come through the door. And it got to the stage where I didn't want to pick letters up. I didn't want to open them. I knew what they were going to be. I didn't answer the telephone to anybody because it could have just been somebody chasing me for money. And how do you say to somebody, well, I just haven't gotten it, when you've got a good job and your husband's got a good job? How come you've not got any money? How can you haven't? It got to the stage where I couldn't even afford petrol in the car and I was ringing in sick because I couldn't put money anywhere. And when people say, you know, you live off beans on toast, I was living off toast and my little ones were just living off whatever I could mash together. It was mashed potato for ages and ages and ages. I was so ashamed. And it got to the point where the anxiety within me was so built up that I couldn't understand what all the bellyache was going on, and why when I went to the toilet was it just like this constant diarrhea I had. What was all that about? So I went to the doctor, and he was a lovely doctor at the time, and he said, you've got what's called irritable bowel. Is there anything that you're worried about? No, my kids are all right. My mum and dad are all right. The family are all right. Is there anything going on at home that you want to discuss? No, why would there be? I'm in a good job. My husband's in a good job. No, we're all right. Little did that doctor know that obviously I was up to my eyes in debt, with debt people knocking on my door, letters from the mortgage company now. And I just thought, I can't do it. I can't go on anymore. Who the heck do you turn to? Where do you go for this? And I went to the Citizens Advice Bureau. I just thought, well, just maybe they can help. And oh my lordy, I had the most nicest, and I mean the nicest person at the end of that phone, who actually came out to visit me in the end, because I was just shaking, even trying to say the words debt to somebody, thinking that they were going to judge me. And I couldn't say it. My family didn't know, nobody knew. But this person who just allowed me to be me and was so gentle and just so lovely with me, saying, you know, it's okay. You're not the first. You're certainly not going to be the last. And we are here to help you. And that person was my saviour. Yes, unfortunately, it had gone too far down the line and the mortgage people had started proceedings and I had to have the house repossessed, and that's another story in itself, but I got through it. And the Citizens Advice just sat and helped me go through every single piece of paper that I had stored up, and just piece by piece took me through it. And 30 years later, I would do it all over again and go to them. If I was in any doubt anymore, I would ask for help. And that's the biggest thing. Don't sit in silence. Don't think the day will come that, a magic amount of money is going to land in your lap and it's all sorted, because that day won't come. But there is people there who are there to help. I've been there. I've done that. I've worn the t-shirt. Don't be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. You're not the first. You won't be the last. And there is a solution. Always remember there's a solution.